Welcome to a Map Business Online video, just a quick video to go along with a blog where we're talking about building territories based on a radius search across multiple locations. And so where you can do that is here. And the idea was that maybe you've got a whole bunch of customers you want to import onto the map, and all of them need to be color-coded on the map. And what lets you do that in quantities greater than 100? You can use the color code by symbols here to do quantities up to 100 for color shading. It's a lot to ask for that kind of color shading, but you can go into the analysis button. With a standard subscription, you have access to search and segment multiple data points, and you can do it by straight distance as opposed to drive time and drive distance. With the standard, you have access to the straight distance analysis. And so I'm going to just navigate out to where my data is, which is here, and we're going to go up to, oh, it's right here, I think, Costco. There we go. I'm going to use Costco just as sort of a public data set. Next, then you come to the dialog box that lets you kind of plan your data process as you bring it in and geocode it on the map. So it's coming in by latitude and longitude. I don't need to use a lot of other locating when I've got lat long. That's going to be a pretty accurate placement, so I don't need addressing. I can use my ID column if I want to. In this case, for unique ID, I'm not going to use it. And I'm going to have the name be what's under this center in the data set. So that's basically, I think, the city that the Costco is located in, and that's what the name's going to be. Now, you could add information if you've got sales or if you've got other information that you want to include. You can put those in callouts, and that's entirely up to you. But for right now, let's just go with this information, and then we're going to just click plot. Now you've got these points plotted all across the map, and you're going to search, because we're building territories, so we're going to search a radius of about 1 mile around each point at a straight distance, so it's just going to be a circle, and the actual layer that we're going to search is the zip code layer, so that we can apply a map layer to the map to build a territory off of that. And the important button to really check the box right here, create multiple territories, and we can prefix them with anything you want, but let's say territory, and then a name will come up after that on the label. So we're going to click create. And you can see all the Costco's listed there, and then in the data window view, the zip code layer is posted, and now you can see we've got all these labels on the map that represent all of those, i.e. customers, or whatever data you've got, patient data or store data. So you can zoom in and see how things look spread out when you're in there a little bit further. You could certainly not put the TER- prefix in there and make the labels a little bit shorter, so you've got that as an option. You can see the color-coded territories exist behind the labels, and the more you zoom in, the more you'll get distinction there as you zoom in and get the zip codes. Again, that's a random territory of 1 mile around each center point that was brought in. But it is a quick way to build multiple territories. In that case, I think it was 650 some odd stores, and now they're all placed on the map with a territory associated with them. So if that was your customer list, then you could have customer 1, customer 2, customer 3, customer 4, all on the map. And there may be some that are so close together that they overlap, but at least you'd have the record there on the map as the boss wants it, and then he can decide if it's just way too cluttered to have all that on the map and not understand what that all might be. That's the challenge when you're bringing in large amounts of data and you want to associate labels with each one and have them all open at the same time. Go to mapbusinessonline.com and take our free